into another episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm Luscious Barbie, and I'll be guiding you through today's episode. I'm so excited to present today's guest. Today we have Oklahoma City's own CEO of Cosmopolitan Construction, Dewayne Walker. And now, the moment that we've all been waiting for. The man in the kitchen, connecting the dots from entertainment to food, giving us wisdom every day. Give it up for our host, Ricky Booker.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. There are so many things in the world that brings us together. Good food, little conversation does it every time. And In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we love feeding your soul. Today's guest, he's the CEO of Cosmopolitan Construction, all the way from Oklahoma City. Let's give it up for my guy, Dewayne Walker. Oh yeah, come on in here, man. I've been waiting for this day.
You good? Me too. I'm fantastic.
Man,
about you, man.
Man, I am too, man. You done so well for yourself in Oklahoma City. You know where I'm from, where I was born and raised. Man, we got a lot to talk about. What you got going on, what's going on in the development, the history of Oklahoma City, and so young doing it. Man, that's a pleasure. I'm getting chills standing next to you. Let me rub there, get some of that money. But man, we're gonna talk a little bit. I always do a segment.
Yeah, man.
You know, we have people that want to cook, that think they can cook, that smell like they can cook, but they can't cook. You probably can cook. You probably burned the kitchen down. Tell me about your disaster in the kitchen. I know you got one.
Yeah, this one didn't take me long at all to recount. Mine was, I was responsible for cleaning the kitchen at my house, okay? And I was about 17 years old. I was the last one there, and my mom didn't like coming home from work with a messy kitchen.
Yeah.
So I cooked, and it was about 10 minutes before she got home. Like, let me put everything in a dishwasher. But lo and behold, I forgot to get the Cascade.
So you put dishwasher.
So then I read Dawn. It said dishwasher liquid. So I filled that thing up, turned on the dishwasher, went to my room, came back, it's just everywhere on the food. It was all bad. So trying to clean it up before she got home, yeah, that didn't go over so well. That was
hilarious, man.
It was all
have dishwasher liquid all over the floor. At least you got the food clean and the floor clean. But man, you brought some individuals and some of your staff with you today.
I did.
Let's bring them on in here. Let's
man,
find out
come
on in here. Man, this is major. I'm loving it. We're gonna start. Let's start on this end. Introducing yourself.
Yeah, my name is Ashley Peters, and I'm our global project manager.
Okay.
My name is Perry Thomas, and I'm our global head of operations.
Man, this is okay. What you do?
My name is Raven Haynes, and I'm our director of operations.
Okay, now you did tell me this earlier that you branching and starting in from Oklahoma City and bridging the gap to Dallas.
Yes, sir.
So you're the gentleman. Tell me your name.
Yes, sir. My name is Yemi Oyegunle, and I am the Texas project manager.
Okay.
Yes,
He didn't say Dallas. He said Texas. So that means they finna get down all over the state of Texas. So what? How long you been in? And we're gonna start with you. I'm gonna ask all of y'all because I'm really excited about what's going on. We got some important people up here.
Listen, nothing important about me, man.
Oh yes, it is, man. You wouldn't be messing around with Dewayne if it wasn't. Even if that point. So you doing what you're supposed to do.
Thank you.
So what is it exactly that you're gonna be doing?
So as a project manager, I'll be managing all the Dallas projects and Texas projects here in Texas. So definitely looking forward to that. We have a colonial project in the South Dallas area. Looking forward to kind of bring it to light. So 1st of May. So.
Okay, so that's residential and commercial you're gonna be developing.
Correct. So it's going to be 4 duplexes, and that's our first project within Cosmopolitan here in Dallas.
Yeah, that's ironic you said about the colonial. Right now, while my house is getting ready, I'm living in the colonial.
Seriously?
In City Hill. Oh, I love it. I'll go out on the balcony sometime. Ain't nobody over there. I'll be like, hey. No, but anyway, but I love it, man. We're gonna get to it, and I know y'all gonna get to it because Dewayne and the things that he's got going on is major. So
yeah.
Okay. Now, what is that you do for Cosmopolitan? I think I said that right. I can mess it up.
Cosmopolitan.
It's all right.
Cosmo. We're gonna say that. We're gonna make we're gonna do some nicknames. What you do for Cosmo?
Yes, this is the Cosmo team here. So as the director of operations, I do anything and everything I can do to just serve Dewayne and the team, making sure bills get paid, making sure everybody's doing their job and we're living.
Making sure them budgets is there when you have to cut them budgets, make them budget cuts.
Make sure everybody's happy.
Ain't nobody happy about no budget cuts. And sometimes they don't be happy about budgets because you got to stay on the track of doing the right right, we're gonna come to you.
Well, my name is Perry, and what I do is help this man grow his business because we're going to take Cosmopolitan all over Oklahoma, all over the state of Texas, maybe even Louisiana, and I have the network to do that. I provide the financing for him, I provide the future for him, the development, and we just train his people.
Now, I want you to tell the viewers a little bit about, because you told me one day, and I was like, wow, about it, your background, what it is. Just a short version.
Well,
No, just a long version.
I started off very poor, very young, and lived by myself until I was in 8th grade. And over the years, put myself through college, put myself through training on how to build houses. I was president of one of the largest home builders in the United States by the time I was 29. And I've built over 10,000 homes myself over the years.
10,000.
That's a lot.
We quit counting at 10,000. My son works with me, and so we quit counting at 10,000. And we've done developments, major master plan developments all over Houston and Dallas area. And now we're going to help you build your restaurants too. As a matter of fact, we're doing the same thing. And that's what I do. I just grow businesses.
Now, you didn't say who that largest company was that you was the president for.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, man, just
Well,
shameless plug. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I was the division president of David Weekly Homes in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, David Weekly, I used to see that name everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I used to see, what's the other name? Holiday, what's the name?
Oh, Holiday, that's a Abby Holiday.
Yeah, Abby Holiday.
Yeah, she's a realtor here in Dallas.
Right.
And
I used to see
did-
her name, but then I started seeing David Weekly.
David Weekly, yeah. And I also started the Texas division of Taylor Morrison Homes.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day. So,
Told you, boy, he had a long thing.
I've done this a
That's,
long time.
that's the short version. That's the short version, y'all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Well, yeah, so as the global project manager, I get the honor of serving this team, in short, to stay organized. Come on. So that means scheduling, tracking, budget tracking, just even keeping all of our projects in one place. So mission control to a degree for projects. And so that's the crux of it.
And I came to Oklahoma City and visited you guys' offices and firms. It's beautiful. It's it's unheard of how y'all got it set up and laid out. It's nice.
That's
Extremely
all the
nice.
way.
Extremely nice.
Yeah.
Extremely nice. It really is. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
But we're gonna give to the Dewayne Walker at the sit down when we sit down to eat, some Breakfast Brothers. He been here all weekend. He ate Breakfast Brothers Friday, Saturday, and today. Now he finna eat it again on the show, but it's all good. I don't know where he putting it all over. I wish he gave me this. But at the sit, well, we're gonna talk a lot more about what you got going on at the sit down.
Wow, the one and only iconic red velvet waffle with mouth-watering syrup and wonderful tasting ingredients. Only here at Breakfast Brothers, where we feed your soul.
All right, guys, welcome to a brand new edition of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brother, Business of the Week. And I'm here with one of the founders of probably one of the most amazing restaurants I've ever been, Florence's in Oklahoma. So if you guys have come to Oklahoma, please believe me, this is the place to be. Thank you. And what's your name for everybody?
Victoria Kemp.
Victoria, I seen you when I walked in. Looked like you was taking care of some business, almost too busy to interview with us. So what exactly do you do for the business?
Everything.
Everything.
I think that when you own a business, I think you wear, to some degree, you wear all the hats. They really try to back me down a little bit, but I just think it's second nature to me. This business is older than I am, so I'm sure I came here the day I was born. So it is just second nature to me to walk in and jump in.
So you grew up in this business?
I did.
So I seen outside it said established 1953.
1952.
1952.
Yeah.
And I seen that what was the award? Is the beard?
Florence's is the very first National James Beard Award winner in Oklahoma City. We brought home the first James Beard Award. There has been one since. We won in 2022, and I hope we were good luck. And
for those who don't understand this award, so I kind of looked it up because I was like, yo, what is this award? Can you enlighten us what it takes to get this type of an award?
Well, first of all, winning a James Beard Award is like winning an Oscar. or the Pulitzer Prize in the food world. We actually won for being an iconic restaurant, but there are many different categories. We won in 2022.
Wow.
Just this past, probably about 3 months ago, Chef Black won for being the best chef in the Southwest. So now Oklahoma has two.
How does it feel to, I talk about legacy all the time.
Yeah.
So this is a family legacy for
Right.
you. And you're the second gen?
I am a second generation business owner. Florence actually started this business when she was 20 years old. She was just 2 years out of high school.
Wow.
And now she is 93.
Wow. So for those people who are looking at this for the first time, what would you recommend? I know you've had to eat everything.
Oh yeah.
But if you were to first come in here, you were to say, listen, I need you guys, your first experience, what would be the first experience meal? What would you say?
You know what? I would probably say that it would be the yam fried chicken.
I seen that. And I was like, should I? Well, I got the steak.
You got the hamburger steak?
It was great.
Thank you.
With the onions.
Yes.
I had the greens, I had the cabbage, and I had the mac and cheese. Everything was fire.
Thank you.
So the collard green, the candy yam chicken.
The yam fried chicken is Florence's recipe. She invented it. It's also the recipe that we made on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. So we gave away the recipe. So if you want to try to make it, you can look us up and we'll show you how it's done.
Oh wow! So how can they get in contact with you once they come to OKC, or if they're on their way, if they want to require how to to jump in? I don't know how it is. We came in during the day, but I can imagine people trying to get in here, right?
Yeah, we're pretty busy usually. I mean, if we have standing room or if we have a line out the door, one of the things, obviously we are a country food restaurant. We are considered a soul food restaurant, but I always say we're a country food restaurant because Florence is actually from the country, born on a rural farm just outside of the town of Boley, Oklahoma. And we really do lean into that history. We lean into that legacy. So if you come to Florence's and there's a wait, or if you have to wait outside, we're going to be out there with a bottle of water. We're going to bring you some food out to tide you over. We're going to do whatever we can do to make you comfortable until we can get you in here.
All right, and so how can we contact social media?
Sure, absolutely. We are Florence's Restaurant on Facebook. I think we are Florence's Restaurant on Instagram. We're everywhere. If you just Google Florence's Restaurant, Oklahoma City, we'll pop up everywhere.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
This is the business of the week. I'm your man, Dream Motivates. Most definitely like, share, and subscribe everything you see. Follow us on the Breakfast Club.
All right, we're here at the sit down with Dewayne Walker with Cosmo out of Oklahoma City, and he ordered pancakes and catfish. And I love you, Tanetta. Let's bring it in.
Dewayne, you ready for us to feed your soul?
Now, I know he's straight from Oklahoma. He got catfish and pork on the side. He got bacon, the side of bacon and catfish. Do your thing, man. You know,
all of the above.
Oh man, I've been waiting on this, bro.
All day, yeah.
All day.
This man eat more than I've ever seen anybody. He's still going.
Oh man, this is my favorite right here.
Man, we at home, we having a conversation. Quit trying to be proper, man.
Oh man, I gotta like, you can't just throw a pancake in your mouth. You gotta
right.
cut it right, and it gotta be that just perfect bite, drizzled just right.
And pretty soon, once you taste this, I'm gonna tell you another secret to it. And we're getting ready to. Soon I'm putting it together. We're gonna have private label. You'll be able to buy the pancake mix and the waffle mix.
No way.
Yes.
What about what's this drizzled on it?
We got what they call, I can't even pronounce it, the best caramel.
Oh.
So that's caramel.
They done put caramel on their pancakes, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? Oh man.
It's the pancake, the syrup, and the saltiness with the catfish. You gotta eat the catfish at the same time and taste it together.
Okay, so that's what. Did y'all hear that crunch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, you know we don't like our catfish slimy.
But typically they just don't. I mean, okay.
Man,
That's a different crunch right there.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah, we don't like that. We gotta have it. We gotta have it always extra crispy.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Amazing Grace. How sweet. How sweet is it?
Oh man. It's the perfect blend.
All right, we're going to get into it because, man, we're going to sit here and watch Dewayne eat the whole time. But you can eat and talk at the same time. Man, I want, the interesting thing, you had your whole staff in the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
I want to go back to getting started with Cosmo Construction. What was that like?
Let me tell you, it was number one, a big time faith journey. I'm gonna keep that pancake on that fork because while you ask the next question, I'm gonna bite that one. It was a faith journey, man. At some point in time in people's life, you're leading, and you're doing what you believe the Lord's wanting you to do, but then things begin to shift. And this was a journey where he was shifting me to a place I've never seen, I've never been to before. And he said, I just need you to go. I need you to go do something for the city. And so we just stepped out and he's like, okay, it's in construction. And then, and the rest is history. 2 years, 3 years later, we're sitting here with multiple developments, dealing with millions and millions of dollars. It's just, it's not a position that I would have ever imagined that we would be in, especially this quickly, but nothing but God.
Right. So, your background when you were growing up, and did you go to college for this, or did it just?
I did not. I went to college at the University of Oklahoma. Shameless plug.
That's a good one though.
Yeah, come on, Sooners.
Yeah.
And I actually went as my degree was in criminology. I thought I was going to be an FBI agent. But soon in college, I started working for an asset management company, a construction company for about 10 years. And that's where I cut my teeth on real estate and balance sheets and how to make, money in real estate. I was managing, other people's assets. And then after that, I started working for the church for about 15 years. And so it's kind of a blend of servitude and construction. And that's what kind of created Cosmopolitan.
Right. So the man behind the brand, let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, I would say the biggest thing that guides me every day is faith.
Yeah.
Then next is going to be family. Then after that, relationships. That's what it's all about. And that's even why the team's here, because it's just built on relationships. Cosmopolitan isn't a company that's designed to be about one person. It's designed to be about how many different people that got called to move together and to make something great.
See, I've never, when I first met you, I met you through Aaron. Jackson, which is our real estate broker, and helped us get some properties, and he started talking about you, and I found out you're from Oklahoma City, and I was like, I gotta meet this brother. And so when we started talking and meeting, and you found out, I found out you ended up knowing my father, went to school with my brother. And it's like sometimes when things ain't meant to be, they're not, but when they're meant to be, and I seen how it came about and how transparent it became with our relationship and the networking system you have, man, and now talking about, this is something that a lot of people don't know. Let's talk a little bit about the area that you're developing in Oklahoma City. And then I'm going to tell you my stories behind it as I grew up as a young man and young boy in Oklahoma City.
Well, in Oklahoma, there's about 30 acres of land that's on the predominantly black side of town. And I would say historically what would happen in areas like this, it's about, I want to say about 90% vacant. Historically what would happen is people would buy that land and they would build on it, and whatever they built, it wouldn't be for the community. It would be, for the highest bidder, if you will, which typically would make the people who are from that community move to another part of town. But literally just God moved where there was some, a group of landowners that owned about, 30 acres of that land, and they needed help. And so they called me and said, hey man, can you help us build something that is not only will make a profit, but also help the community? So that's kind of how it all started.
Right. So some of the things that y'all putting in on that 30 acres, I know a lot of you can't talk about now, is all projected to happen. We don't want to get anyone's hopes up, any viewers that's paying attention to this, but let's talk about some of the things that y'all are bringing there.
Absolutely. Like our focus as a company, our why behind the company is to build excellent homes at every price point, build excellent businesses, not only from a construction standpoint, but also from an infrastructure. But the ultimate goal is to build excellent communities. And excellent communities is more so defined as healthy communities where it has all the ingredients, kind of similar to what you're doing here. It's like you got to have the right amount of ingredients for it to taste like that, right? So we want to do the exact same thing in a community. It's like, okay, what are the things that make a community great? So things like excellent housing at every price point. So not just affordable, but also middle class housing and excellent housing, because you got to have the income at all those levels. That's very, very important. And then what that'll do is bring a diversity of businesses. You can't just have community businesses. You got to have regional businesses. You also got to have national brands. And then what that'll help you have is excellent school systems. So excellent schools, excellent housing at every price point, then excellent businesses. That's what we believe is going to make a community taste like this.
Right. And with all that being said, you're not building this community to run them out.
No.
You're building it to bring them back in.
Absolutely.
And in this area, when I say bring back in, is an area that I was raised on, and now that we know in the world now what we didn't know then, what we call now Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Tulsa was Black Wall Street, but in this area of Oklahoma City, you might as well say it was Black Wall Street as well, because they had all black businesses from barbershops, corner stores, pharmacies in this area, from that area to 2nd Street to all those areas, to where now the history is going to be reborn. My great uncle even had a bar right there on the corner, on that same 1 block over from where we were standing on that property. So, with that being said, so my history and background come from there now too. Now is an opportunity that maybe one day Breakfast Brothers is going to be in that historical point. And I've been gone 30 years. I've never disattached myself from Oklahoma, but I moved from there, and I still have my family. All my family is there. So with what's about to happen and what you're doing in Oklahoma City doing, a lot of people don't know this, but when it happens, you're gonna know about it.
Yes, you will.
You got 2 areas you're developing.
Absolutely.
What's the second one?
So the other area that's really just a couple miles away from us is called Rose Rock. It's a boutique community, 12 lots. It's honestly the best real estate in Oklahoma City proper. It's located on the golf course, Lincoln Golf Course. So it's one of the top golf courses in our city. So that's just right down the street as well. So we're excited about that one as well. That one, actually, the development should be done at the end of October.
Okay. You're a man of many opportunities for other people too. And there's one thing that I didn't make mention of when I went and visited your office. Your office is set up to where you have construction side, and then you have an insurance side.
Absolutely.
What's going on? Let's talk about what the insurance.
What I love is whenever family can do business together.
Right.
Okay. It's one thing for us to sit around and eat. It's another thing for us to do business. So that means that we're not only serious about relationships, but also serious about making sure that we're profitable. And so my mother-in-law, she owns an insurance agency called Narissa Berry Insurance. And she does it in Oklahoma and in Texas. So if you're looking for an independent insurance agency that's about, not only relationship, but also giving you excellent coverage at excellent price,
right,
she does that. So we're in the same building. And then also my wife, she owns a clothing boutique. It's called Salt and Sage Boutique, and you can find her at saltandsageshop.com. She just likes to inspire people through fashion, man. She's very beautiful. Obviously, I married her. 17-year anniversy just happened this past week, everybody.
Congratulations.
17 years,
wow,
man.
She put up with you that long.
Man, that's what I said. I said, baby girl, please don't leave me. She said,
you're a good dude, though, man, for
Thank
real.
you, man.
That's easy to imagine, 17 years. And you say something about your mother-in-law's insurance company. My dad told me she was one of the top insurance agencies in Oklahoma City.
No question about it.
That's what he told me. So, he's been around Oklahoma City running them streets for a long time, in a good way, not a bad way. And so he knows. So
yes,
he's tapped into a lot of things when it comes to that construction world and city code compliance when it comes to that too. But man, it's just so many things that you got going on. We can talk about it. A lot of things I want to talk about too, but I know we can't talk so much about it because these things are forecasting to happen for Oklahoma City, but they're good things. Good things in the areas that you wouldn't even find that would be happening in. So when I say bringing us in instead of moving us out, sometimes gentrification can move us out.
Oh, yes.
It's good for a lot of people, but it's bad for people that's been there all their lives.
Absolutely.
So
this one simple concept, I think it's important for us to realize, because typically in our communities, as soon as somebody gets the credit or as soon as somebody gets the money, the first thing they do is look to move out.
Right.
They're looking for housing that they prefer or schools that they prefer. And so if all the money's leaving, then that's a problem, because now that money isn't going into the community any longer.
Nope.
So what we have to do is make sure that we're building in a way, owning in a way, that whenever somebody does get the credit or the money, they say, you know what, I'm gonna stay right here.
Right.
You know, so that's the big win of that development.
If talk a little bit about how people can learn more about your company.
Absolutely. So if you want to learn more about Cosmopolitan Construction, then please go to www.cosmo.com, or you can look to our Instagram at cosmopolitan_OKC. You can definitely reach out that way. And please, we love to learn you. We're big time on this personhood and learning people, how we can best serve. So call us too. Our phone number is on those sites. So we'd love to talk to you, love to help you.
And man, I can't say much more about what you're doing for Oklahoma City and what you're doing for your family and your co-workers and your team. Man, it's amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, Dewayne, man. I appreciate you making this trip, coming down to be on the show. It's been amazing, and it's going to be an amazing journey for us, because we got some more things coming up real soon. Oklahoma City, Dallas, we got some good things going on, and we're getting ready to unveil some things about Breakfast Brothers that's very pleasing and is God sent. And once again, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Honored, man.
And I want to thank all your staff. Where's your staff? Y'all come on in here.
Come on in here.
Come on in here.
There ain't no great company without great people. Y'all hear me?
Back in here.
Here's a few of them.
Yeah. Once again, I want to thank you guys for making that trip down here, doing what y'all doing, and being just great with this company, man. This is team. It's my team now too.
Yes,
and family.
Yes, we are.
So I appreciate it. So man, thank you guys.
Thanks for being great. Thanks for letting me be a part of y'all's great.
Oh yeah. And once again, if you see anything today that Dewayne had that he's eating on the menu, we have it at 4 locations now. Our foundation is in Arlington, 130 East Bardin Road. We're there 6 days a week, closed on Tuesday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Our second location is Redbird area, is 3704 West Camp Wisdom. 7 days a week there, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Them the new business hours. And our newest concept is Breakfast Brothers Express. You can get it early a.m.s or after the club, or even after a concert. We're there 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Thursdays, Friday through Sunday. We're at midnight to 2 p.m. Join us next week. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. Thank you.